Hello guys, this is Roy69501 and welcome to my Convergence week number 2 video. Oh yeah, well, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you all the convergence for week number 2. You know, the same as I did on my previous video. I have to say that they were really good. Now, I'm not going to give you, basically, it's not going to be a review or give you my thought what the story is about, because basically we all know what it's about. It's about versus. It's a kind of like, it's kind of like, let's call it kind of like gladiators arena. So basically that's what it is. But I have to say that the stories, they're fun. I mean, I'm not saying that they are the best or greatest, like you have to drop everything that you're doing just to get this book. You don't have to. But overall, it's been fun. And what I like is that it's not a long miniseries. It's a 2-part miniseries. That you don't need to get all this convergence. You just get the ones that you want. But you can have these, and you really don't need to get these so far. Or you can get this only and forget about this one, and it's not going to affect. The only thing that they have in common between these comic books and these is the name Convergence. So here's kind of like the main event, and here each comic book is a different fighting arena, more or less. So I'm going to give you my thoughts about each one of them, but not too much, because basically how can I explain it? Okay, even though that's why that this story, I mean this whole convergence thing, it's set in, how was the name of it, is beyond time and space, which means that no matter what happened here, it's not gonna affect the main New 52 universe. Some people was not happy because they have no consequences on the main New 52. Well, it might have, or it will have some consequences, very limited. Now, if they had done this convergence thing to have consequences like 0 Hour and Crisis and all that, can you imagine the mess that they will have? The mess? Oh, believe me, they will have such a big mess that they will not know what to do. So that's why they set this storyline beyond time and space. So whatever happens over there, it stays over there. And I have to say that, me personally, this is my personal opinion, I like it. It's just a 2-part miniseries. That's it. I mean, you don't need to get all of them. You just can get the one that you really like, or you might be interested in. And the one that you don't, well, you don't. So let's get started. But for me, I've been having fun with this convergence. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. As I say on my previous video, I decided to buy all the variant half-cover variant cover. I like it. I don't know why. So here's issue number 2. This is the one that came out this week, and this one is from last week. Check out the cover. So here is the new one. I love this cover. So and also I had to say that what you see on the cover actually happens on the inside, which you will find out on my Convergence video issue number 2. Yes. So let's get started. Here we have Batman Shadow of the Bat. I had to say that the story was really good. And this is done by Larry Hannah, which I remember if it is the same Hannah that used to write comic books back in the 90s. Well, this was really fun. Check out the art. It was really fun. I really like it. And also, I have to say that. Well, I can say that. I can say that later on. Here we have Superman, the Man of Steel. Here we see Superman. The Man of Steel actually is steel. So this is a steel story. Sorry about my neighbor's dog. Check that out. So it's not much going on in all these comic books because basically it tells you the story of the people or the superheroes that they're gonna be part of the Mortal Kombat. Kind of. So here we have Green Lantern Parallax, which I love this comic book. I really like this story. This is one of the best of this week. Check that out. And this is Hal Jordan, Parallax, in jail. So he get free. So once he got free, so he decided to take over his persona, Parallax, because he wants to recreate again Cold City, this was really good. This one is Green Arrow. Green Arrow, well, it's really nice because the story takes place when his son was a junkie, I believe so, when he was a drug addict. And this is not about, this is the Green Arrow that is not Queen, the one after him. Because back in the day, he died. So this one forgot his name. But anyway, so I had to, so the story was pretty neat. And also, what I like it, for some of you that do not, that just starting reading comic books, here on the last page, you get to have information of the main character for this specific comic book. So it tells you a little bit of a backstory, just more or less to give you the sense of an idea of the character himself. Here we have Aquaman. Like the cover. Well, actually I like all the covers though. I don't know why. Here we have the Aquaman that lost his arm. This is the 90s. This is the 90s Aquaman, I believe so. Although I did not read too much of Aquaman back in the 90s at all, so I'm not sure. But I believe it's from the 90s. Check that out. So it was really good. I like it. Here we have I used to read a lot Catwoman back in the 90s, and this is the Jim Balin style. Check that out. The purple Catwoman. Look at that. Like the art, like the colors. Just nice though. Check that out. I really like it though. So, this is the moment when the dome just disappeared. You see, because everybody was locked up. Well, when the dome was up, so every superhero lost his powers, just being under the dome. That's why I was wondering why they never tried to escape, and that's because they lost their power. So, go figure. So once that the dome disappeared, so every single superhero got their powers back, automatic, just like switching on off. Same thing. Here we have, this one is Justice League International. Check that out. This is really nice. We got Red Tornado, Martian Manhunter. Although I do not read Justice League International back in the 90s, and we have Blue Beetle. Check that out. I like this page panel, kind of neat. I like it. So here they're gonna fight some, I don't want to give too much. So here you have the backstory for the Justice League International. So, check that out. Check this out. Check out this page. And in the end, we have Blue Beetle. That he says, so I guess we fight. So they're gonna fight some other characters from some other world, which doesn't show here. They mentioned it, but they did not show it. You know, this card, for me, it's been a little bit hard to understand from which area, from which era each group comes from. So what I'm doing is, so instead to worry about it, oh, this is a group of characters come from the 90s or 80s, 70s, 50s or whatever, I don't even bother by it. I just read the story. That's it. This one is Superboy. Now this was really fun. Heroes Return. This is the Superboy from the 90s, the clone one, which it was fun. I really like it though. Remember those, the Superboy 90s look with the sunglasses and the leather jacket. We can see a reference when Superman died. Superboy clone, I call it because he was a clone back then. Haircut. I mean, it was really neat. So this is the moment when Superboy, he finally got his superpowers back. Check that out. Awesome, huh? So, which I believe he's going to be fighting, if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be fighting this guy. Superman from Kingdom Come, if I'm not mistaken. Really good issue. I really like it. I really like it. This one is Supergirl Matrix. So this is the Supergirl from the 90s when she was not she was created by the Matrix. Which back then it was, you see, the 90s, it was all about clones and Matrix and all that. So here is when kind of like when Supergirl and the young Lex Luthor, who actually happens to be the real Lex Luthor, he cloned himself younger, believe it or not. So that was back then when they were kind of like a couple. So the same thing, the dome goes down, Supergirl got her power back. So we have a couple of characters from some other Earth that they came to Metropolis. This was really good, I like it. And the last one is Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad was fun book, I really like it. Like the art though, really like the art. Look at that, I really like the art. So basically we have, well, all the main guys from Suicide Squad. And the best part, we get to see Amanda Waller. So we have here the Atomic Skull. So this is kind of like here we have the classic Amanda Waller. And we get to see here Oracle, which was fun. So they are creating a new Suicide Squad because they're gonna be fighting the guys from Kingdom Come. Pretty neat, huh? So this is really nice. Green Lantern, check that out. Really like it. So let me see if I can find the members of the team here. I guess it's on the, well, it shows on the cover, but this is the variant cover, so I'm not sure. So here are some of the characters that are going to be part of the new team of Suicide Squad, because they had to fight the superheroes from the Kingdom Come, which looks really interesting. Check this out. Awesome, huh? So from all of the from this week, I would say that for me the story of the week will be Suicide Squad, Superboy, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Shadow of the Bat, and Superman Man of Steel. Those are the best stories from this week, at least part one of this event. I'll put it back, camera back. So I have to say that in my personal opinion, and remember I am no expert, but I just take it at it. I mean, that's the thing about convergence. There's no consequences of the main universe, which is fun. So I'm taking it as it is. 2-issue miniseries. It's a pretty cool event. So far has been cool. And I have to say that this week, second week of Convergence tie-ins, they've been better. So I like it though. It's fun. It's not perfect, but it's fun. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. Till later. Bye.